4.2a, basic probability. Probability is the chance that an event will occur. We can represent probability as a fraction. So the numerator of this fraction, so a fraction always has a middle bar, right? So the numerator is going to be the number of times an event occurs. And the denominator is going to be the total number of times. So as a quick example, say we flipped a coin. Well, we flipped it twice, and we found that it was heads once and tails once. So the total number of times would be 2, because we flipped it twice, and the number of times an event occurred, flipping heads, would be 1. So it would be 1 over 2, and the probability of flipping a heads would be 1/2. So let's go through an example. A car has successfully started 8 times out of the 10 times we tried. What is the probability of the car starting next time? So we tried in total 10 times. So our numerator or our denominator is going to be 10, because that's the total, right? But it successfully started 8 times out of 10. So the number of times the event occurring that the car successfully started was 8. So our probability is 8 over 10, which can be reduced to 4 over 5. So there is a 4/5 chance that the car will start next time with our previous knowledge of how the car is started. Example 2. I have a toolbox with 5 hammers, 6 wrenches, 1 saw, and 4 screwdrivers. If I reach into my toolbox, what is the probability that I draw a hammer? This one is a little more difficult because our denominator is not so clear. The numerator, the odds of drawing, or the number of times an event occurs, would be 5. There are 5 hammers I can draw from my toolbox. The total number of tools is 5 plus 6 plus 1 plus 4, which ends up being 16. Why is it all of those added together? Well, if my toolbox is filled with 5 hammers, 6 wrenches, 1 saw, and 4 screwdrivers, that's the total tools in the toolbox, so that goes on bottom. But my event occurring only occurs when a hammer is drawn, and there's only 5 hammers, so 5 goes on top. So my probability of drawing a hammer would be 5 over 16.